Welcome back to the Derm Expert Podcast. It's 2026.
Woo-hoo.
This is our first podcast of the year.
Woo.
Yay. Back with us, we have our Derm team.
Yay.
Autumn Newman, Chandler Gentry, welcome back.
Thank you.
So since we're close to Valentine's Day, we're going to be talking about that one relationship that truly lasts a lifetime, the relationship that we have with our skin. Tell me a little bit your relationship with your skin. What does that look like?
Mine's been a little bit of a journey. When I was younger, like high school, never even thought about washing my face. Honestly, and this is going to sound terrible.
No judgment.
Judgment-free zone.
Judgment-free zone.
Early 20s. Yeah, early 20s. I guess I started washing my face. And at the end of the day, mid to late 20s, I got pretty significant hormonal acne, started Accutane. So then that was a journey. And now I'm pretty darn religious. The last decade, I've been pretty intensely religious with my regimen. So now we have a good relationship.
It's never too late to
I
start
take care of her.
new routines, you know?
Yep.
I tell patients that all the time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What about you, Chandler?
Very similar, except my acne started probably around 9th or 10th grade, just kind of mild, I would say. And then my senior year of high school, I felt like everything, my skin got really bad. I was really self-conscious. I couldn't look people in the eye when I spoke to them. And it started to really affect my quality of life. And came to see you, and it changed everything. I felt like I had tried everything, and I really had. I remember I came to you with my notes app, and I had written out every medicine I had tried, and you looked at it and you said, "Wow, you've tried everything." And I really had tried so much, and I just felt like hopeless because I felt like it was my skin was stopping me from making friendships and communicating and being confident and living to my full potential, like going to football games. I remember I didn't go to basketball games because my face was breaking out, and that was fun for me. I loved being in the student section. So all that to say, it got everything under control, and ever since then, a much better relationship with my skin. And now I've noticed, as I've gotten older, my aim is less of preventing or reducing my risk of acne, and more preventing and reducing the aging process.
It's
I
such
guess.
an evolution.
It really is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's how mine. It started very similar to Autumn's. It was good, and then it got bad for a minute, and now we're back to a good spot.
It's funny. Mine, I think I have had such a up and down relationship with my skin, truthfully, because when I was, in high school, my skin was clear, thank goodness. Mm-hmm. But then shortly after I graduated, went to college, and that was when my acne started. So it was a little bit later, more adult onset.
Mm-hmm.
Got that under control. Went on, had children, skin was good. But then after children, it was like there was the resurgence of acne. You know what I mean? So then it was like, now here we are again. Now it's a problem. And then that got better. And then, to your point, now it's more like, volume loss, pigmentation, wrinkles. And it's like, dang, it's so hard to just get to that point to where it's like, you know what? I look in the mirror and I love what I see. That's the ultimate goal. That's what we want to talk about is what we do love about our skin, the things that we do love. Yeah. So that's today's focus.
Yeah,
perfect.
So as clinicians, when we're seeing patients, what are some of the things that we love to see with our patients in the room, in their visits?
Yeah. I love to see people sticking with a routine that works for them.
Yes.
And
consistency.
Yes, consistency.
Compliance was actually number one on my list right here.
Yes,
I am on the same page with you.
And I think that sometimes we try to do too much with our skin because your skin can be great and under control, but then you get influenced by this product and you're like, oh my gosh, that might make things better. And then it doesn't. And now you're having maybe a resurgence of acne, but it's because you're using a new product and that product may be causing the acne. Well, then we're dealing with another issue. You have acne, but then you might have post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation or erythema, and then we run into more issues from there. So sticking with the regimen that works for you.
What about you?
As far as what do I love to see, like when a patient comes in?
Yeah, like in the patient visit, what's something that you love?
So if it's like a skin exam, a few things I love to see, and I don't know if this is along the lines of what you're looking for, but I love when people, a couple things, don't come in with nails. So we can examine fingernails, toenails, so nail polish can be kind of tricky.
Yep.
So if you come see us in between manicures, I love that. I love when women don't wear makeup. Bring your makeup. I get it. You know, I wear some too, but I love when you come without it just because makeup is so good at covering things. And so it can really camouflage things that we need to be aware of.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Even if patients come in and they say, "Oh, well, it's just a tinted sunscreen," even then
still
I'm kind of like,
covers some,
"Yeah, come in barefaced."
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. I love when you come in, like some people are like, "Oh, I had to cancel. I didn't shave my legs." I could care less.
Yeah.
We're not going on a date. We're doing a skin exam.
And I'll be honest, I really very
don't
seldom
notice.
I don't either.
Yeah.
It's
Never
like
notice.
your eyes go straight to
Yes,
like
what we're looking for.
mole,
Yes.
brown
Yes.
spot, red
We're
spot.
very
It's very systematic.
yes.
Yes.
So don't mind about that.
Yep.
One of the other things we get occasionally is I just came here from the gym. I just had my leggings on. I'm so sorry. And my like routine speech is I look at skin all day long. It's just skin. Like it's
Literally.
don't let anything keep you away from coming into your skin exam. So I love consistency with the exam, but a few things can help make the exam easier.
For sure.
I think I like it when patients come in and they have pictures.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes it can get excessive.
It can.
I'm like, I don't necessarily want to see a daily, journey over the past year of, different things. But, oftentimes when patients come in for their appointment, it's kind of like, well, today's a good day.
Yeah.
My acne's not that bad.
The rash cleared up.
The rash cleared up. Things like urticaria, like hives, that can come up and go away in a matter of minutes.
Right.
So, I think that if patients are taking pictures at home, and they come in and they're telling us about, their symptoms that they're having and they show the pictures, it really does help.
Super helpful.
So I love that.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes what I'll even do in the rooms is if we're looking at a spot and it's like, well, I don't really think we need to biopsy this. Let's just monitor. I'll take a photograph with their phone. On their own phone so that they can monitor themselves at home.
Yeah.
So I love doing those things in the rooms with patients.
That's helpful.
Yes. So when patients come in and they have their products that they use, sometimes getting to the bottom of what exactly is it that you're putting on your skin, believe it or not, can be a very difficult conversation because, not everyone remembers the name of the creams that they use.
Right.
So I love when patients come in and they're prepared with their products that they're putting on.
Yeah.
What else?
I'm similar in the picture aspect. I do think that the pictures help so much because I remember it would never fail if I would come to see you for acne. My face would be
It's a good day.
better than it had looked in 3 months.
Yes.
So pictures help a lot. And I actually had a patient recently who the rash was relapsing, remitting. So it would flare. And then it was like every time I would see the patient, it would get better. So the pictures helped tremendously in that diagnosis.
They really do.
Yeah, for sure. The pictures, that makes a huge difference.
Products. So let's move on to products that we love. So let's talk about specifically anti-aging products.
Okay.
We have pharmacy products. We have medical grade products. Let's start first with pharmacy products. What do you love at the pharmacy? Patients can go to the pharmacy, look on the shelf for anti-aging and say, this is what I want. This will be a good choice. What does that look
Over
like
the
for you?
counter?
Yeah. So at the pharmacy.
Anti-aging wise, I would definitely say adapalene. It is the only over-the-counter topical retinoid. Retinols are over-the-counter. They're less irritating. They're less effective. But the only over-the-counter option is adapalene. Has many different names.
Different is the brand. Yep.
La Roche, their Effaclar, I think, adapalene. Everybody has their own version, but adapalene.
You're right. About maybe like 7 or 8 years ago, it was prescription only. And I know anyone who's listened to this podcast knows that we talk about retinoids all the time because they do so much for the skin.
Yeah.
For acne treatment, pigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles. It does so much. It's great. I mean, prevention for, skin cancer even if you're accelerating skin cell turnover. So a good retinoid, it can be affordable. You can get it at the pharmacy. Differin gel, like I said, used to be a prescription back 5, 6, 7 years ago. And they really did not change the formula when it went over the counter. So hands down, love that product. What else?
I was going to say that too. And you know that I'm going to bring up my Vichy under eye gel.
Yeah.
I think that it helps so much with under eye circles and or just like dark pigmentation under your eyes. And even if it's just volume loss, it is hyaluronic acid based, so it's going to plump it back up. But I was going to say adapalene too.
Caffeine. Has caffeine in it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if mine specifically does, but I know they have
the
one
mineral
with.
89.
Yes.
And then they have the mineral 89 Eyes.
Gotcha. Okay.
The mineral 89 Eyes is caffeine.
Caffeine.
Yes.
Okay.
It's so funny too, because when you first open it out of the box, the bottle is so little.
tiny.
Yeah. It's so tiny.
And it's kind of
really cute.
But oh
you
my
don't
gosh.
expect it to be.
It lasts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It lasts for such a long time.
I can get probably a year out of 2 bottles. So when I buy it, I usually buy 2 at a time.
Yeah.
And it lasts a solid year. So when you look at the
Nice.
bottle, don't be deceived because it
Yeah.
does last quite some time.
Yeah. And you just need a little bit because that stuff goes a long way.
It does.
Yeah.
Do you put it on the top of your eyelids and the bottom of your eyelids? How do you apply your eye cream?
I normally do it just on the bottom.
Do you?
I have on the top before, like if I have like residue left over and there's no other area under my eye to apply it, it's already covered, then I'll put it on top. But it's not a routine thing that I do. Typically every night I just start kind of at the inner corners of my eyes and pull to the outside.
What about you? Do you do top and bottom?
I'm so curious what you do. I do. I have a little vitamin C eye cream that I use. So I'll put it on the bottom. I get the crow's feet, and then I will put it on the lid.
Same. I do top and bottom. I just do a little tiny pump. Honestly, I think I do half a pump of the Vichy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I use the same one, the 89.
Yes.
It's so cheap. It's like under $20. And like I said, it lasts so long. And I think for what is in it, which I think it's like 11 or fewer ingredients total in it, which is pretty unheard of with skincare products.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do. I'll go right underneath my eyes and then I go right up on the top of my eyes too.
Yeah.
People nowadays, I think we've talked about this before, but I mean, not that eyelids show much aging skin, but people will microneedle their eyelids. Like that is an area.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine though?
no.
Like I can honestly say,
I mean, it has to be at
Man.
like 0.25 and you like barely
Yeah.
touch it. But yeah, people will do that because of aging
so for our
skin.
listeners who don't know what microneedling is,
Yes.
explain what that is.
So microneedling,
And
it's
that will
basically
paint
a
will paint the
pin.
whole
Yes.
picture with your eyelids.
So we numb you first, but it's basically a pin that has a bunch of tiny little needles in it. And when we turn it on, all the needles basically go in and out to a certain depth that we set. And it creates essentially little micro traumas in the skin. You don't look like you have holes in your skin, but you'll look nice and red after. But it creates all these little micro traumas that stimulates your body's own natural production, basically the healing process. So collagen, elastin. It's really good for a number of things, but for fine lines, wrinkles, it does help with some pigmentation issues. I love it for rosacea. But it is an anti-aging treatment just because it stimulates such an intense amount of collagen and elastin production.
Also pigmentation. I know yesterday we had a patient that came in.
That was mind-blowing.
The pigment difference from her before and after, what was it, one treatment?
It had
Maybe
been two.
2 treatments?
It was wild.
It was, yes, it was extensive. So I don't
love it.
typically push it for pigmentation realistically. I really I think I use microneedling more of a way of building collagen and improving skin elasticity. But I think inadvertently it does really help with rosacea. It does really help with pigmentation.
Yeah.
So that being said, knowing that it's a bunch of little needles talking about eyelids,
Yes.
yikes.
Yeah.
Yes.
On that super
Lips,
thin
too.
layer.
I have done
Didn't you
lips.
I thought you did.
I did.
How was
It wasn't
that?
bad.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. And I do feel like they were plumper after.
But you're super brave. I don't know that I would do that.
Do you remember the depth that y'all went on your lips?
It's very shallow.
Okay.
I think you can go, it's like between 0.25 and 5.
Okay.
0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stay super shallow.
That makes sense.
Wow. What else over the counter at the pharmacy specifically?
At the pharmacy, or is this just for anti-aging? Okay.
I mean, not to be like a dermatology NP, but I'm a dermatology
But you know,
NP.
girl.
So I'm going to say the number one anti-aging product you can get is sunscreen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
about to say,
for sure.
realistically.
Yes.
People will spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on treatments, products, a routine. And if you are not wearing a daily sunscreen and reapplying, it's all for naught.
I mean, you're
It's
exactly right.
completely pointless. You're just throwing your money away.
Prevention is so much more effective than treating after the fact.
Without doubt.
And I think people sometimes get a little bit confused or lost when they're looking for sunscreen because there's obviously a ton of options. And now there's the option of mineral and chemical sunscreen and that whole debate for sure. And then you've got SPF 15 and then you've got 30 and, it goes all the way to 100.
It's in your makeup?
Yes, and it's in your makeup. And so, which is not effective. You should not just use makeup
That is very, very
as
true.
your sunscreen. But
why? Why is that?
Because typically it's not the SPF that we need. We need at least SPF 30 to prevent, all of the sun damage that can occur. After SPF 30, the actual, even between SPF 30 and SPF 100, you're not getting that much more benefit from that range. So if you're trying to decide between SPF 50 or 30, there's not a huge difference in the benefit you're going to get from that SPF. Now, if you know your skin and you're like, I don't burn when I use SPF 75, that's what you need to get.
That's true.
But if you're someone who's like, I'm going to start wearing sunscreen every day, SPF 30 is effective.
That, and I think the amount of makeup you would have to apply
so
to
true.
be really
Like
covering
a
like sunscreen.
Teaspoon, I don't remember how much it is, but I always do 2 finger lengths.
Yep.
I don't wear foundation.
Yeah.
I just wear a tinted sunscreen. So if I wasn't wearing sunscreen, I wouldn't have anything on.
Yeah.
Which is a good pro tip. If you need to wear your sunscreen, just do tinted sunscreen.
That is very true.
Your makeup, your sunscreen cannot be your makeup, but your makeup can, wait, I think I said it backwards. Your makeup shouldn't be your sunscreen,
Yes.
but your sunscreen can be your makeup.
Think
can
about
be.
that for a
Yeah.
second too.
There are
Yep.
several companies too that make sunscreen makeup.
Yeah.
So then that's all
Like
you have
what?
to use, like blush.
Color Science.
Color Science,
Yes, I love the Color Science Flex. That's my go-to.
You
is
showed
so
me
cool.
the blush too. It's like
I use the
a
blush.
pink stick, but you can
Yes.
also use it on your lips.
Lipstick,
Yep.
chapstick. It's SPF 45 or something. And then
And I mean,
they
think
also
about
have
it for blush. If you're
concealers.
putting it on your cheeks, how many times as
Oh,
a
yeah.
kid or young
Yeah.
adult, were you burned on your cheeks?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you're putting blush there, why not make it sunscreen?
Yeah.
You
And
know?
how many people complain about under eye darkness?
That's true.
Their concealer, it's a concealer. Most people wear concealer, but it's a SPF. So you're getting the benefit of sun protection with your concealer.
Yep.
And then you put your sunscreen on. It's just chef's kiss.
It is.
Yeah.
I have to say, I actually really love the CeraVe Retinol Renewing Serum.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
for
haven't tried it.
over-the-counter retinol, it's actually pretty potent.
Yeah.
So for an over-the-counter retinol, I think that one is actually a really good one. And
Okay.
it's very easy to find.
Yeah.
I think you
I've
can
seen
actually
it.
get it at Walmart.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can find it pretty much at any pharmacy. Really good and mild, especially for whether it's an acne patient,
Yeah.
so a young patient, or someone using it for anti-aging. I think it really is a nice all-encompassing of all of those age groups.
Yeah.
So I do like that one. Medical grade. Let's talk about that one. So anti-aging medical grade products. What is your go-to?
I love SkinCeuticals,
For sure.
obviously. CE Ferulic is just tried and true.
Yep.
It works, and it's a great, morning kind of putting on your serum, preparing you for the day, and then at the nighttime you can put on your tretinoin. So your morning vitamin C, nighttime put on tretinoin or some sort of retinol. But I think the CE Ferulic is so effective.
The CE and the retinol, just those two products alone, it's a home run.
Yeah.
What about you for medical grade anti-aging?
Same. That's exactly what I recommend. I say the 3 best friends you can ever have or your skin can have. The skincare trinity. Vitamin C, well, sunscreen first.
Yeah.
Obviously. But in the order of
Actives.
what you apply.
Active ingredients,
Yes.
right.
Vitamin C, SPF, and your retinol or retinoid.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 best things you can do. You can have a 47-step skincare routine if you want to, but I will not. I have the patience of a toddler. So I need 3 things and I'm good. And they're effective. They're tried and true. The CE Ferulic, the vitamin C from SkinCeuticals, they do research and biopsies on the skin when they're doing these studies. So they practice what they preach. They back it up. It stimulates collagen production. It helps with hyperpigmentation. It's obviously vitamin C. It's an antioxidant, so it helps to protect your skin from further damage from the UV rays. So from just a skin cancer prevention standpoint, wearing that underneath your sunscreen is literally as good as you can get.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. I think SkinCeuticals, where they really do have it going on is with their data. I mean,
Right.
they have clinical data for us as providers, knowing that we're recommending it for patients. For us, it gives us the confidence in recommending it. But then also, I mean, it's an investment.
Yeah.
It is.
Medical grade skincare, it is not
It
cheap.
lasts.
It does last, but you're really getting a good quality product.
Right.
And it's kind of one of those same things too, where it's like if you're doing the procedures, if you're having the injectables, if you're doing the microneedling, chemical peeling, if you're not really using medical grade skincare with it,
Right.
you're really not getting the most out of your treatment.
Right.
So I do love the vitamin C. The CE Ferulic, I think that's probably SkinCeuticals' like number one selling product.
Wouldn't be surprised.
It's great.
Yeah.
However, I think for younger skin, I do like SkinCeuticals. I think SkinCeuticals has really good products for all the ages, but brands like ZO, that's really popular right now. Obagi. I don't know that you really see as much Obagi nowadays, but
No.
back in the
But
day,
yes,
it used to be really big. Those products, I think, are also really great. They were created by, a dermatologist, really knows his stuff. The products are good. However, they are typically a little bit more drying, a little bit more irritating.
Focus more on exfoliating.
Yes. So I think for younger skin, maybe a little bit more oily skin types, or for older patients that can tolerate it,
Right.
I think that that's also a really good product line.
Yeah.
It's just as we age and as we can afford more expensive products, I think that SkinCeuticals really kind of falls into that category more for me.
Yeah.
So I do love the data. I love the efficacy of the product. It speaks more to the older patients that are likely buying it.
Yeah.
But for younger patients, younger skin that can tolerate it in terms of the oiliness that they have, I think ZO and Obagi, those are up there for me too.
Yeah.
I think those are both really good.
I love the ZO products. I actually used them for a little while. It was before I was a PA, but I really did like them. I'm obsessed with my face wash, and it's Cetaphil, so I'm not going to switch from my Cetaphil to anything. But
Tried and true.
It is so good. But I did try the ZO. I don't remember exactly which face wash it was, but I really did like
The
it.
polish.
I have
You
the
use the polish.
I still use the
didn't we
exfoliating
all have
polish.
we all
yeah,
got
but
that
I think
exfoliating.
you said you got it before.
I did, and I still use that, but I don't still use the face wash. But I really, really like the polish too.
You said it's ZO or Obagi?
It's ZO.
Yeah.
Both of those products. I like it's the facial exfoliating, I think it's polish is what they call it. Yeah. Facial exfoliating polish. And it just has this little tiny grit to it, and it just enough to feel like I'm really exfoliating my face. But I only do it maybe once a week. Yeah, it smells amazing.
That actually brings up a good point. Let's talk about exfoliation for a minute, because I was actually just talking to a patient about this yesterday. We were talking about exfoliants, and she was telling me the list of things that she was using in her skincare routine. She was using a retin-A or a retinoid. She was using, I think, some sort of a exfoliating toner like a glycolic or something, which those two together, wow, I thought that was a lot.
Right.
But then she asked me, she said, well, what do you think I should use for an exfoliant? And I was like,
You are totally
we're there. Like, we are definitely exfoliating.
Yeah.
So we had a conversation about chemical exfoliants, mechanical exfoliants. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So mechanical exfoliant, what does that look like?
That's whenever you're actually stimulating it by the movement, when
Yes.
you are physically getting an exfoliation. So like the
This little
ZO.
scrubber
Like
brush.
a
Yes.
scrubber brush, yeah.
Yeah, the ZO product, or even not necessarily, this isn't as exfoliating, but using a washcloth, because
Yes.
the washcloths have the grit on them as
Anything
opposed
where
to your
you
hands.
mechanical surface. So like, yes, the cleansing brushes, the grittiness, like the grainy cleansers, that is going to be more mechanical.
Right.
Chemical exfoliant, what is that?
Retin-A.
Yeah, products. It is the active exfoliating, drying,
They
peeling
work
ingredients.
by increasing skin cell turnover.
Yes.
You are exfoliating the skin.
Yes. And it was so good because after she and I had this conversation, and I was like, so, I mean, really, you're already using 2 exfoliants, so you don't really need to add an exfoliant. And she was like, wow, what? So should I be adding more moisturizers in? And I was like, she understands. I was like, yes, you should actually.
I love it.
So yes, definitely love these products. Now, in classic Valentine form, since this is our Valentine episode, we have to talk breakups too. So
They're important.
they are important. Know when to leave a product, know when to leave.
Yeah.
You know? What are some breakups? What are some things that you would tell a patient, don't do that, maybe walk away?
I have several patients, and I know you had talked about bringing this up too, that just say, I don't burn, so I don't wear sunscreen.
Yes.
Just because you don't burn does not mean that your skin is not being affected by UV damage. And maybe you haven't had a sunburn since you were a child, but cumulatively, that's where we're seeing the skin damage. It is an everyday thing from the car window to the window in your office at work. It's not just when you go to the beach.
Cellular damage.
Yes.
It happens to every skin type.
Yeah. And so breaking up with the idea that you don't need sunscreen because you don't burn.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What about you, Autumn? Oh, yeah. Go
And
ahead.
the tanning bed.
Oh,
if
for
anyone
sure.
does that.
Gosh, always break up with
Drop
a
that
tanning
one
bed.
like a really bad habit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it you that told me what was the TikTok search tanning bed searches had increased some crazy
They had
percentage on
increased
TikTok?
astronomically.
Wow.
And not
I'm hoping it's because people were looking at it from a skincare perspective.
They were not.
Oh.
I know.
That's you're
a
hopeful
bummer.
for that.
Okay.
But that's
Honestly, I feel like I am even finding in the rooms with patients, I'm
Yes.
talking about the tanning bed more.
I had a 25-year-old male that would go to the gym and had some acne on his back. And he was like,
Oh.
yeah, my gym has tanning beds. So I heard it's really helpful for acne. And I was like, no.
You're like, it's not.
No.
It's not helpful for acne
That's
or
a good
anything
breakup.
else.
Yeah.
Break up with that immediately.
yes.
For sure. Yeah, tanning bed
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
seems to be
No.
gaining in interest and popularity for not the good reasons. Like
is so
there is no good reason.
Interesting. There are so many studies that are showing this is a carcinogen,
Mhm.
right? This is causing cancer, and we still do it. Not
Also
we,
heard that
people.
cigarettes are coming back,
Stop.
which is also a carcinogen. Also prematurely ages your skin, puts you at
sure.
an increased risk for squamous cell in particular.
For sure.
Mouth cancer.
Oral
Mhm.
cancer, lip, tongue, everything.
Yeah,
But no, break up with that too.
Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
I think too, it's almost like there was such a wave of all of this information coming out of this causes cancer, that causes cancer. And while a lot of these things probably do, I almost wonder if the young generation is so just sort of numb to that
Yeah.
concept, even
Yes.
in general.
Information fatigue.
Yeah, and it's kind of like we know tanning beds cause cancer.
Mm-hmm.
We know smoking causes cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like they look at it and they're like, what
Yeah.
doesn't?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think
Yeah.
also for them, it is just the fatigue of like, well, everything causes cancer, so I'm just going to do what I want to do, or I'm going
Right.
to do what makes me feel good in the moment. You don't think
Yeah.
about the long-term effects whenever you're a child or a teenager.
Right.
But
I certainly didn't.
yeah,
I'll be honest. I mean, with maturity comes
Yeah.
wiseness, I guess.
Yes.
What other things are we breaking up with? Let's see. I have never throwing out your expired products.
Oh, that's a good one.
I
That's
know,
on my
right?
list.
I said that as I was literally like binge throwing away things today.
for
I was
you.
going through even my own skincare
Yeah.
stuff and I was like, oh, yeah. Bye.
I love
Breaking
a
up
good
with you
throwout
now.
Party, yeah.
Yeah. What else? What's on your list,
So
Autumn?
this one I thought was funny. This list actually came from one of my really good friends, ChatGPT. But
She's so smart.
she's like the coolest.
She is.
It says using the same towel for your face, body, you drop it in the floor, but then also your dog. So everyone should have separate towels. You can have
Yes.
your own towel. Once it touches the floor, let's wash it. And
Right.
then your dog gets their own towel.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
I'm sure it probably
Are you
is.
sharing towels with your dog?
I'm not. I'm not. They are cute, but no, I'm not.
That's a good one to
I'm
break
sure it
up.
has to be a thing.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's wild. What about hating your skin? Let's break up with
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, we were talking about that in the beginning,
I know.
things that, we felt about our own skin.
Mhm.
And it is not uncommon for patients to come in and just be like, they'll cry. They
Yeah.
are upset.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a very, it's a sad conversation. It's
Yeah.
a sad moment
yeah,
when patients are sitting there. And I mean, you feel it yourself because we
Mhm.
each had moments that we just talked about at the
Yeah.
beginning where it was like, these were hard moments for us. So, I mean, we've been there and we have felt those things.
yeah,
And I don't think that, it's uncommon for patients to come in and say, I just hate this.
Mhm.
I hate that I'm breaking out. I hate that I have these wrinkles. I hate that.
Skin texture.
I hate my texture.
Right.
Yeah. Or I want to look like my filter. I want to
Yes.
look like everybody else.
Break
on
up with
social media.
that.
Break
up with unrealistic
that.
expectations.
Yes.
Let those go. The magazine people, Instagram, all of those people, they're airbrushed.
Right.
It's not real. They have filters on.
Right.
It's not real.
yeah.
But there's so much like body dysmorphia because I'll have people come in with nothing, not a single pimple on their skin, and cry in the visit saying that they just hate the way their skin looks. They need to be on Accutane, or they need this or that. And I've had real heart-to-heart conversations with patients before, like, your skin is flawless.
Yeah.
Like, it's not realistic.
Yeah.
The people that you're looking at and the things that you're seeing, that's not real. All of those people have skin texture. They have acne. They have hyperpigmentation. So I think break up with those unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this just stems from social media.
100%.
It does.
Yeah.
So much of it does. And I think that it's not only that people are only posting their best selves online, but it's also that this generation is not as social outside of using their phones. And then even if you're using Snapchat to send pictures back and forth, people aren't going to take a picture where you can see their breakout or where you can see that dark spot that they're self-conscious
They're going to turn
about.
so that you don't see it intentionally.
Yes. And so you don't see that other people's skin isn't perfect. You only see the perfect version of
Highlight
it.
reel.
Yeah, that. And then 100% it's a highlight reel. And I think that taking the community out of replacing real life community with community on your phone, this is just one of the downstream effects from it.
And not only is it a filter thing, I mean, we've talked about filters, for a long time of that's not a real picture. That's that's a filtered look. Now it's AI generation.
Oh, yeah.
Taking a picture of yourself, running AI on it, and you look
like a supermodel.
completely
Yeah.
like someone else.
Yes.
I mean, completely different.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a problem too.
It is.
Because
Such a
not
problem.
only is that projecting something false outward to others
Right.
looking at it, that's projecting a complete false cartoon version of yourself
Yeah.
that you are then looking at.
Right.
And then when you look in the mirror, it creates even more of that body dysmorphia, which body dysmorphia is when you look in the mirror and you see all these flaws that likely don't
there.
exist.
Yeah. I think people think of that as only pertaining to weight. Body dysmorphia is not only pertaining to
Right.
weight. It is very much also a skin issue.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we see it every day.
Every day. Yeah.
So I think let's break up with that.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
What else are we breaking up with?
I have another one. Something that I used to do, I no longer do. Okay. Let me just set the
I'm
record
intrigued.
straight.
What?
Sleeping in your makeup.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Bad.
I know.
Why
Again.
is that bad?
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
I actually know a lot of people that do that.
I used to. And I thought it was
Yeah.
great. And I was like, man, I only have to put on makeup once every 2 days. Oh my gosh.
Wear it the next day.
Listen, we
Save
grow
money.
up, we mature, whatever. I'm a new woman. But if you don't, for so many reasons, it clogs your pores, but then also you wear it all day. Think of all of the things you come into contact with. Pollution,
It's like a
aerosols,
germ magnet.
It literally.
Yeah.
And then you sleep in it. It clogs your pores. It's all sitting there. Ugh.
And premature ages your
Premature
skin.
aging, for sure. Hands down.
Yeah.
And it contributes to breakouts. I mean, it's bad news. Don't do it. Break
I
up.
feel so like I'm so obsessive with my routine that I'm
Same.
just like the thought of doing that gives me anxiety literally just sitting here thinking about
Oh,
it.
yeah. And then thinking about,
My pillowcase being
I
dirty.
was just about to say that, the pillowcase.
Right?
No.
Like
And
I
then
don't
you
want to
do it
see my
again.
mascara like,
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you don't do that anymore. Good job.
Thanks.
Using the magnification mirrors also is another
Yes.
one.
Let's get rid of that one.
Yes.
Let's
It's
break up with that.
Another, I think, cause of body dysmorphia, or at least skin dysmorphia,
Yes.
it would be looking at your skin at a magnification that not a single person is
500.
ever going to look.
500 times the magnifying.
No one
No
is ever
one
going to see your face
gets
at that
that close to
magnification.
you.
No.
And if they do, they shouldn't.
If I'm getting that close, I still can't even see it.
Right?
I mean, no one's looking at your skin that closely. Why
Right.
are you?
Right.
Yeah.
And I like
It's a
that
good one.
That is a good one. Okay. So let's play a game.
Okay. Love a game.
It's called Love It
Okay.
or Leave It.
Okay.
Red light. Love it or leave it. Red light therapy.
Oh, love it.
I'd say love it too.
I say love it.
Yeah.
Why do we love red light?
Oh gosh. Also helps to stimulate collagen production in the skin. Helps with anti-aging. Helps to decrease inflammation. Really good for rosacea. Hair
Acne,
growth,
psoriasis,
acne, psoriasis, all the things. Any kind of inflammatory condition, inflammatory skin condition.
Yeah.
I have seen some of the masks that are sold maybe on Amazon that have different colors. They've got red, blue, green, yellow, things like that. I think that the blue light in specifically has actually caused some sort of like photosensitivity before. So if you're doing a red light, the red light, but the blue light that is in that mask, apparently the wavelength of it has been causing some skin damage.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was reading about that last
I
night.
don't like that.
Yeah, but red light, great. But if you get
Every
the
day.
mask with both, I would stick to the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is literally daily with patients, every day, at least once a day, probably more, that patients ask me about red light therapy.
Yeah.
I find myself talking about it more and more and more. And my typical go-to answer, honestly, with patients, because obviously we're trying to practice evidence-based medicine,
Right.
is red light therapy doesn't seem to be hurting anything. Don't know how much it's really helping. It's if you want to do it and you're seeing results from it, by all means, do it.
Yep.
But I don't always go around with patients saying, yes, I think for your acne, you need to get a red light mask.
Right.
Or I think a good cure for your eczema would be to go to a red light treatment.
Definitely
But
optional.
100% optional. But I have patients consistently. I can honestly say to this day, I've never had a patient that has gone that route and explored red light therapy and come back and said, no, I don't think it helped. They almost always come back and are like, wow, I feel like I can tell a difference.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it's mood boosting.
It does help. I was
I
going
mean,
to bring that up too. Seasonal affective disorder, anxiety, depression. There are studies on what it does to boost your mood, and I love those benefits.
Yeah. So if nothing else, love it for that. Okay, love it or leave it. Whey protein, specifically whey.
If you don't break out,
So love it or leave it.
I mean, I don't break out with it,
'Kay.
so love it.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm gonna say leave it because I feel like it'd break my face.
And I'm definitely going to say leave it. 'Cause I feel like it would break my face out too. Whey protein. We know whey specifically
Yeah.
can lead
Contributes to
to
breakouts.
acne.
Yes.
Yes. So I would say then, so maybe on the fence.
Yeah.
Kind of like you.
I
So
like
if
it.
you're acne prone,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah.
If you're not acne prone,
you could try it.
try it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about biotin specifically for hair loss? Love it or leave it?
Leave it.
It's not leave it.
Definitely leave it.
Yeah, it's
what do
not-
we know?
It's not scientifically proven to be as effective as everyone in the general public thinks that it is actually
Yes.
effective.
And it can also contribute to breakouts.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it can affect lab work.
Yep.
So biotin back in the day, not that long ago, everybody was coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking this much biotin. I
Yeah.
take how many a day or whatever, and it's just not helping. We know now it doesn't.
Yeah.
Great for, maybe nail health or
Maybe.
some skin health. Definitely we know for hair doesn't do much,
Yeah.
if anything. Love it or leave it. Pimple patches.
Love it.
I like them.
I like them. I think that they are great. Keeps people from picking.
Yes, I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love
Even
those.
if they're not benzoyl peroxide infused, just the hydrocolloid patches
I do
for
like
their
those.
healing properties.
They're very
I
healing.
like those.
Okay.
Those are good for a number of things.
Actually,
Mosquito bites,
yes.
molluscum. We talked about that the
Oh,
other
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just good.
I love them on my kids for their bites that they pick. Not the ones with the benzoyl peroxide, but
Right.
definitely the healing. What about the concept, glass skin concept? Love it or leave it?
It's just trendy. It's a trendy thing.
Leave it?
Yeah. I mean, moisturize your skin, but it's kind of like the dewy skin movement. Like, I feel like it's the latest trend. Like, don't people put the Cicaplast balm on,
I think
sleep with it overnight?
They put just about everything on their
Yeah.
skin to look like a donut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the glazed donut.
Glazed donut.
Yeah.
I'm leaving it. I think that it's another unrealistic expectation set by social media.
I definitely say leave it because it's like, what are you even putting on your skin? Number
Yeah.
one.
Right.
Number two, if you're putting the right things on your skin, you really shouldn't see it sitting on the surface.
Right.
Yeah. And also,
So
most people's skin does not look like glass.
No.
No one's skin looks like glass. So trying to reach, once again, an unattainable result, then we set ourselves up for body dysmorphia. We set ourselves up for unmet expectations, depression, anxiety. You're trying to reach these goals that are simply unattainable, then you don't want to hang out with your friends.
You're
It's
right.
just, it can be a downhill cascade.
It's unhealthy.
Yeah.
And I come from a generation of like nobody wanted to be shiny.
Right.
Like, you know.
Yeah, people used to
Everybody
use
had the powder.
the
Yes.
the grease
Oh, the oil
wipes and-
absorbing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Gosh, I haven't thought about those in like forever.
Yeah.
You're right, though. I mean,
Some people naturally have that glass skin, but then they didn't like it because it wasn't trendy.
well, and if they had that glass skin, they probably had acne.
right?
Because, I mean, with that oil comes the acne.
Mhm.
But yeah, the glass skin concept, honestly, I don't even really get it. But
Yeah.
I say definitely let's leave that one in 25.
Yep.
What about double cleansing?
Oh, love it.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
So do you double cleanse every day, both of you?
I try to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say yes every
Do
day.
you?
Mm-hmm.
I can honestly say I never do. Never.
Really?
Yep. If I have on a lot of makeup,
Mm-hmm.
I might just wash my face twice.
Yeah.
But I don't
Okay.
have like a, here's my step 1, here's my step 2. Now
Yeah.
I've double cleansed.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I've never done it.
Really.
Yeah.
Just take a little bit more time.
It does. I just don't know. I mean, I feel like I can get the same effect out of washing my face twice if I feel like I need it. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you're using a good cleanser, maybe, I mean, do you need to double cleanse? I mean, I think some people like it because they feel extra clean. Maybe they use it
and
on
I
a
think
swab.
what products you're using too. Like I have
That's true.
some teenagers who are like in cheer competitions or where they wear
Yeah.
the really thick, heavy
Stage
makeup.
makeup.
But then
Yeah.
also like a normal cleanser sometimes can't get the if you're wearing like a matte sunscreen
That's
or
true.
you can't always get those products off. So I think it's handy.
Yeah.
Mascara, things like that.
I use my face wash to take my makeup off. So I feel like my first cleanse is getting my makeup off, and then my
Mhm.
second cleanse is actually washing my face.
Okay.
Because I haven't found makeup removing products to be beneficial for my acne prone skin. So
Mhm.
I just use my face wash.
I think they burn.
Yeah.
Makeup removers, I've never loved them.
Yeah.
They burn my skin. They burn my eyes. I've never
Have you
used
done
them.
like the LMS makes it's like a removing balm.
Mm-mm.
And then I got
CeraVe
an
has a
e.l.f.
removing
one.
balm.
Some of CeraVe's products have burnt.
Really?
Like their makeup removing wipes, I don't like.
yeah.
Cetaphil, I like theirs, but
Yeah.
CeraVe's burn for whatever reason. But e.l.f. has it's basically the dupe of the LMS balm.
yeah.
And I like it. It doesn't burn. It's
Yeah.
unscented, but it gets everything off.
So maybe double cleanse, your preference.
Yeah.
We'll say love it or leave it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about toners? Love them or leave them?
It depends. I would say it's definitely patient specific. Some
Mhm.
people like it's not a necessary step. But I know you've heard me talking about my new toning pads for dry skin. I don't have oily skin, but it's another basically exfoliating product that I can use that has a little bit low dose of lactic acid, glycolic acid, mandelic acid, a little bit of salicylic acid. But I really love it. I use it on nights that I don't use my retinoid, though, so I don't irritate my skin too
That's
much.
smart.
I think
Mhm.
that's important.
Yep.
But I think yes, but not necessary.
What about you? Love it or leave it?
I'm going to say leave it because personally, I don't put anything on my skin but what I have to because everything breaks my face out.
I'm actually going to say toner, leave it. I'm always hesitant with patients and toners because I'm like, if we're going to do something exfoliative,
Mhm.
I would really rather introduce a retinoid. You're going to
Yeah,
see
for
more
sure.
benefit with a retinoid, in my opinion.
Mhm.
So I'm usually on the side of, unless it's a hydrating toner, which,
Mhm.
I mean, yes, there are some, and some people are just really hard pressed to want to use a toner.
Yeah.
Autumn.
You don't have to. I just started using these pads and I like them, but
I'm
you
kidding.
don't have to.
But I think if someone really wants to use it, because I think people really enjoy, honestly, that
Yeah.
concept of like wiping and then seeing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I think that if you're using a hydrating toner, I'm okay with it. But anything that's going to be exfoliative, I would say no, because I would rather patients exfoliate with the prescriptions that we have them
Right.
on or the over-the-counter recommendations that we've made otherwise. So I
Yeah.
say toner, I say leave it.
Yeah.
So this next one is somewhat controversial.
Oh gosh.
Clean beauty. Clean beauty. Love it or leave it.
I'll leave it.
Yeah.
And when I say controversial, I mean likely for
Because
some that are
chemical
listening.
free. I don't want any products with chemicals. Literally everything is a chemical. That is a marketing scam to make you think that a product that they've listed as chemical free is better than a prescription you've been on. They're all chemicals.
Yeah.
There is no chemical-free product that you're using.
That is very true.
I totally agree. And I think it goes even further than that. Obviously, there's a time and place for this, but there's a lot of people who do not want to take antibiotics because it's an antibiotic. But most and a lot of antibiotics are made from a plant or something that we have found in nature, but they want something natural, but this is derived from nature. In a sense, everything is. So what is your breaking point? At what point does it become something that you're like, well, I don't want to use that?
And the alternative to that is not everything that's natural is helpful.
Exactly.
I will always bring this up. Poison ivy is natural.
Yeah.
That is not very helpful. That is the worst rash I've ever gotten in my entire life.
Yeah.
It's perfectly natural. Literally grows outside.
And
Not good for your skin.
right. And then, not wanting to use something that has chemicals and quote unquote chemicals in it, but then wanting to use something like beef tallow on your skin.
Right.
Right.
Let's weigh our risks and benefits here. Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times with patients in a day that I hear clean beauty or it's a clean product. And when they say that, honestly, like I've gotten to a point now to where I don't even really talk about it much in the rooms because it turns into a debate and we derail. But I'm just like, that's not even a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it really isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, to your point, everything has a chemical. Are we trying to go out and buy things harmful? No.
No, of course
if
not.
it's FDA approved, if it's something that, is an active ingredient that we're after because of the effects that we know that it can cause, that's why we make the recommendations that we do. Because I had a patient not too long ago, we were talking about CeraVe, which, again, I recommend CeraVe to just about everybody, whether you're an acne patient or otherwise. And I went through my whole explanation about the product, how to use it, when to use it. And when we were finished, she said, well, I would really rather not use CeraVe. It's not a clean product. And I was like, I need you to elaborate.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, what is it about it that makes it unclean?
Right.
Or what is your perspective on that? And she did. She went into the explanation about the chemicals and trying to eliminate these things and whatnot. And, in that instance, I was like, okay, well, if this isn't the product for you, let's talk about what that product would be. Let's look at the list of things that you are comfortable using, and then we'll pick from those. But that concept, that whole mentality of chemicals or unclean products or clean products, whatever, it's just not, it's not a thing. It's not, there is no such thing. It is marketing.
Yeah.
And we know that this industry that we're in skincare, is a huge market. It is a huge market at the pharmacy and otherwise. So products that say vegan on it.
Yeah.
I get cruelty free, but vegan.
On that one.
I don't even understand that.
Yeah.
What is, I don't get it. Like, you're not eating it.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully
That would
not.
be crazy if you're
But
eating it.
right. I mean, that whole concept, I think, it's made up to be very consumer driven. So I think, really do your homework on that.
For sure.
Okay. Love it or we're definitely leaving clean beauty. All right. Love it or leave it. Rogaine for hair loss. Over the counter Rogaine.
Men's, love it. Women's, marketing scam.
Okay. We'll come back to that. Love it or leave it.
I say love it.
I definitely say love it.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
So men's 5% foam is, however expensive it is, you will have the same exact box, except it's the pink tax. It'll be in a pink box. It's actually a lower percentage, which is less effective.
For the women.
It's more expensive for women, which is targeting women's skincare because they think women will pay more.
Yeah.
And no, ladies, y'all better not be paying more. It is the same exact stuff, just different marketing because they think we'll pay more.
Why do men need a stronger percentage of, a hair loss
Why
medication?
do we need to pay more for a product?
More importantly, that. I mean, for real.
Yeah.
But you're right. It speaks exactly to what we were just talking about, the marketing.
Yep.
It is assumed that women will pay more.
Yeah.
And not only are you paying more, but you're getting a lower potency product.
Yes.
So, yes, I agree. Definitely love it.
Yes.
But women, get the men's strength Rogaine if you're doing that over the counter. Rogaine in pill form, though, that's also something that I talk to patients a lot about. It's a prescription, and it is extremely effective.
Yes.
I do see really good results with it, and it's inexpensive. Honestly, they're probably paying less for the pill than what they would pay for the topical.
Right.
And quite frankly, I think it's easier for patients to take and do. So definitely love it.
Yeah.
Lastly,
Okay.
All natural sunscreen.
All natural just like makes me break out in hives. Just the wording of that. What is an all natural?
I don't even know. Something at home that you make, I guess.
Oh, okay. No.
Or that you buy over the counter that says all natural sunscreen.
Yeah. No.
No, leave it.
I say definitely leave it. I mean, is zinc not a naturally
Zinc
found
oxide?
element?
Right.
That's a natural
Yeah.
that's a natural product.
Right.
Titanium dioxide, same.
Right.
So definitely I say leave it.
Marketing.
What's on your list? What else do we have to talk about that we love or want to leave?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
You came prepared with homework today.
I did.
I'm
but
so
we kinda
impressed.
got them. Yeah, we kind of touched on them.
I think the main take-home message, like what we talked before, is loving your skin.
Yes.
Whether you're fighting acne, whether you're dealing with rosacea, psoriasis, whatever, your skin is still protecting you every day.
Yeah.
It's still serving the purpose of what it needs to serve.
Mm-hmm.
Those things that are a bother, that are upsetting, or that are not what you want them to be, that's what we're here to do. That's what we're here for our patients to do.
Yeah.
So if you have a skin concern or if you have a problem, give us a call at the Derm Center,
Yeah.
651 East 4th Street. Oh my gosh, where are we at? We're across from the UTC Arena.
Yes.
Yeah.
977 Skin. Come see us.
Yep.